Welcome to Good Day Straight Talk, everybody. I'm Antwan Lewis. Here's what we're working on today. Harlem Stage back in the news. We're going to hear from its new president and CEO on moving the vision of this iconic venue forward, and then later empowering youth to take control of their financial futures. How two nonprofits came together to help students thrive financially through literacy. But first, the organization created to establish, preserve, and exhibit artworks from urban artists worldwide, while also educating us about the arts. And to tell us more, Stephanie Sulaiman, who is the director of the Museum of Urban Arts. Now, tell us about how you got started, how the museum got started.
I started the museum back in 2015. I was on my journey working in real estate. I grew up in Queens, and, I started working in Manhattan and all the different boroughs and exploring different projects within public art. And I started getting curious about what is a museum? What is a public art project? And I started studying capital projects that the city was doing because of my real estate and investors and developers that I was working with. And through my research, I stumbled upon the city looking for a concept for public art. And it just sparked my curiosity. You know, I was in real estate for 20 years, and this was something new to me, and I really didn't understand it, and I just started to dive into it, and the more I discovered, I just kept going, and this is my life now.
Oh, wow. Had you had a connection to arts before? Because transitioning from real estate, particularly in New York City, to the arts is a transition. Did you have a connection to arts?
I did go to a lot of art galleries, and growing up, my father, always exposed us to art, took us to many different museums. We traveled different places and explored, ruins, megalithic architecture, different museums in different states. And a lot of my friends, a lot of my close friends were artists. And so it just sparked my curiosity. And I think with my real estate background and the art together, it just created the museum somehow. The museum was born from that combination.
Tell us about the mission, if you will, of the museum.
Basically, our mission at the museum is to uplift artists and engage and connect communities through public art and creativity.
How has that been received? And, just explain to us, because you found clearly something that you thought, we need to plug this hole a little bit, here, or you thought there was a vacancy, if you will, but tell us how it's been received.
It's been surprising to me because when I first started out with urban art, I think that urban art covers a spectrum of basically what New York stands for. It's graffiti, it's fine art, it's the fusion between the two, it's agricultural art, it's fashion, it's dance, it's many forms of creative expression. And I think that urban art is basically what New York is. New York is urban art. It's hip-hop, it's dance, it's culture and creativity. And I think that it was interesting to me because I thought maybe just the younger community would receive it. Just my own personal opinion. I grew up in Queens, and I just wasn't sure what was going on. But even in our Westbury location, I was very surprised to see that there were many senior citizens that would come walk through, our Westbury location is in a mall. So they would come and walk around the mall, and they would stop and just be like, wow, I can't believe what you guys are doing here, because we're kind of close to Museum Row in Long Island in that location. So it's like they would tell me that they never been exposed to this type of art before and never seen artists creating these live, large-scale installations in front of them, and they were just amazed by it. So I think that it's being received by all members of the community, all ages, and people that are in the arts, people that are not in the arts. It's just starting a conversation. And where I want to go further with the murals is I want to create a QR code that's going to lead to not only the artist's voice, but a quick video of showing how they started out as the artist, telling the story behind the mural and what the mural's actually about, because a lot of people walk by, they're amazed by it, but they don't know the story behind it.
I was going to ask, what type of art is on display? Can you just share? Is it all murals, or what will people see?
No, we have paintings too. So in Long Island City, we're at the Historical Fun Factory, 5 Points, and now the Museum of Urban Arts is located. It's 2244 Jackson Avenue. We have both large-scale installations of murals there, and we have canvases, paintings that are there, and there's hundreds of artists that have come from all over the world. There's, I want to say, over 700 murals in the building now, not just from artists from New York, from all over the world. And, it's amazing to me because I'm getting so many phone calls a day of people just traveling from all around the world. Can we come and see the museum? And, I've been here since 2015 with my head down, kind of just working on this thing. And so it's like, wow, other people know about it now. And even me, it's just, I can't believe the scale of installations that are there now and how many people have come together. Artists that painted at Fun Factory and artists that painted that are just starting to paint. Students, they come and paint walls there. So we have over 1,000 walls there where we provide the supplies, materials. Okay. Yeah, the building owner, David Wolkoff, has been generous enough to provide all of the supplies and materials, the lifts, everything that we need to keep this project going and keep this creativity alive.
You recently had an event at the Port Authority. Tell us about that.
So the Port Authority bus terminal, it's become this hub of creativity, and thanks to Myron Johnson and Rudy King and the leaders at Port Authority, they've opened up the doors for women-owned businesses and minority business owners to come in there, express their creativity through live art exhibitions. So every so often, like we had one for Black History Month, we had an event for Women's History Month, and basically it's just engaging with the community. It's amazing to see. It's the busiest bus terminal in the world.
Oh, yeah.
We have a gallery there that we paint in front of live, and people of all ages are coming up like, hey, what's going on? And, it's just something to brighten up a commuter's day when they're walking by. And it's not just that, it's the artists too. Port Authority has opened up the doors and given us a seat at the table to come in and show what we're doing here. What is urban art? A lot of people are just amazed by the pieces that the artists will create, and on the spot, within a couple hours, they'll see it from beginning to end. And it's amazing. I'm so thankful for the space.
So tell us the website for anyone looking for more information, Stephanie.
Anyone looking for more information could visit us at moua.org. There's links there for artists, for people that want to volunteer, people that want to visit, anybody that's interested in becoming like a member or sponsoring the museum or figuring out more what we're doing, because it's not just the exhibitions, it's not just the paintings. We offer classes for the community of all ages, and the communities welcome all ages, all levels of creativity could come by. We'll show them how to paint, and they could have some fun.
Thank you, Stephanie, so much, and thank you for sharing that information, okay? All right, everybody, coming up next, the